Hello everyone. Like I mentioned in my Godzilla x Kong video, I put at least a little bit of thought into the background footage, and I hope you can appreciate the game I'm playing for this movie here. Today I want to talk about The Fall Guy. I think I first saw the trailer for this movie when me and my girlfriend went to see Godzilla x Kong actually. And my girlfriend was interested in it, obviously after Kennergy. She wanted to see more Ryan Gosling, and it looks like a fun summer action movie, so we went and saw it. The quick summary of the plot is Ryan Gosling is a stuntman for movies, obviously. He's good at his job. Usually film crews like stick together enough, and he works with this one woman who he's interested in. But after an accident with a particular stunt, he goes into hiding because he's ashamed, and then he gets called back into doing his stunt work. And then slowly but surely he figures out something, and those lead to him uncovering and discovering things about the accident that happened that day, and figuring out the people involved, or like what happened, what actually transpired that time. And like it is kind of like a almost even a detective, like no, it's not an actual detective movie, but the way things are kind of piece fed to you, and you slowly learn what happened, and Ryan Gosling's character also you learn with him what happened, and he goes to various places and deals with various people, and those lead to fun action scenes and action fights and cool choreography. That stuff's pretty cool. It had interesting set pieces. I really think it's kind of like comparable to, not as much, but I think it was kind of comparable to the Uncharted movie that came out like a year or two ago. This movie kind of does feel like a response to some certain things that did happen in Hollywood. For example, like when Oppenheimer came out, people started discussing we should have an Oscar category for casting directors, or casting, what was the word for that? An Oscar for their best cast, whatever it is. And shortly after that, there was this discussion saying that, hey, we're not giving enough credit, along with the writer's strike that was occurring at the time. There was a discussion that we are not giving as much credit to stuntmen. And this movie sort of feels like a kind of appreciation towards stuntman, in a sense. You know how sometimes movies can be about making films or like writing films. This movie is kind of about, or for, stunt men, I felt like. But in general, it's just like kind of pretty fun action summer movie. I mean, just look at the poster. Like it's Ryan Gosling along with Emily Blunt. There's a huge explosion behind them. Like that's just fun. Like it's not really that thought-provoking. It's just a fun summer action movie. I think the acting basically from pretty much everyone is good. Ryan Reynolds, no. Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, even the guy from the Quicksilver from Avengers 2 is in this too. And I think we had the girl from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Of course, from her, you would expect good acting anyway. The acting was completely serviceable. There wasn't anything bad or anything wrong with it. Honestly, like this isn't, like I said, this isn't particularly like a noteworthy or like impactful movie. It's just a fun summer movie. But even saying that, I can remember, this is what I mean by the set pieces were pretty fun. I can remember different set pieces in my head, like distinctly. There are like 4 or 5. So I thought for this video, we would cover all of the Ryan Gosling movies I've watched. Okay, starting from La La Land. Okay, La La Land. Honestly, considering other musicals I've watched, and I haven't watched or listened to that many, only like particularly like good ones. This doesn't really stand out. This isn't particularly good compared to those, but this was a particularly soft spot in my heart because this was the first movie me and my girlfriend watched together. It's nice and charming, and the ending is like actually kind of sad though. 6 out of 10. I think that's alright. Drive. Honestly, again, my girlfriend wanted to watch Drive. I don't know why. This feels like a nothing burger kind of a movie. I understand with anime, like slice of life is kind of a genre, but I don't think I like kind of slice of life movies. Not that this is like the most hardest slice of life movie I've ever seen. I've seen more slicer of lifer movies. But it feels like almost nothing happens in this movie, even though things do happen. It's just, I rewatched this and I could not remember a single thing for the life of me. And I could have fallen asleep while watching it. So, 4 out of 10. Oscar Isaac needs more hair. Barbie. Honestly, for Barbie, the acting by Margot Robbie and Ryan Reynolds is amazing, even though Ryan Gosling, I mean, steals the show every single time. The production design is really good. The Mattel stuff is kind of ridiculous. But overall though, this might sound ridiculous. I feel like this movie is kind of supposed to have an impact for like girls in the same way Mean Girls kind of did have an impact on women, on tween and teenager girls. But I definitely feel like Mean Girls is the more superior ones. I don't know, that kind of feels like a left field comparison, but I feel like it makes sense in my head, the comparison of Mean Girls and Barbie. Did you know that there was a Mean Girls 2? Why did they make this like direct to DVD? I didn't even know they made like live action direct to DVD like Disney movies. What the hell is this? Why did I watch it for this video? Did you know that there was an American Psycho 2 as well? I didn't watch that. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. Also, shout out to Easy A from here. I'm spending way too much on this. Next. Alright, Blade Runner 2049 is one of my favorite movies ever made. Not to be one of those people, but oh my god, he's literally me. I cannot express how much this movie kind of weirdly speaks to me. And obviously I'm not alone with that. The intenseness of the baseline interviews, the weird mystery, the detective work that happens, the damn cinematography and the score, the suppressive cyberpunk atmosphere, him losing his joy. Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Wow. The original is okay too. Alright, now for The Fall Guy. I give The Fall Guy a thumbs up out of 10. Watch the movie, you can get the reference. It's a nice fun movie. Also shout out to what my girlfriend did on her Letterboxd page. She also made this as her desktop background for a joke. It was pretty funny. Yep, this is how the list looks so far. I think I really need to reorganize this. I think I'll work on that later. Like and subscribe, follow on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye everyone.